Trimming wires in AutoCAD Electrical is a little bit strange if you're used to a regular trim in AutoCAD. Normally you specify a cutting edge and you trim back to that cutting edge. What you've got to realise with AutoCAD Electrical is you're trimming back to an existing wire. We've stayed in the drawing demo02.dwg. That's in your Demo 10 project in the Project Manager. And there's actually 3 methods of trimming wires, so I've got 3 wires to work with. Again, it's in the Schematic tab on the ribbon. Come into the drawing area, but this time you go to the Edit Wires, Wire Numbers panel here. And there's the Trim Wire command there. And it trims the wires between connections. So you'll notice the little preview panel there that's come up. Can you see where the wire, bottom right in the diagram, has been trimmed between connections? So the connections act as your cutting edges. So if I go and click on Trim Wire and come into the drawing area, you can see I've got various options I can select. There's one there that says ZX. That is actually Zoom Extents. So if I right click now on the mouse, you would have thought that I would have got a menu come up. I don't. It just closes out the command. So you do have to type these things in AutoCAD Electrical. It's a bit weird like that. Some of the commands are a little bit different to regular AutoCAD. So I go back up there, Trim Wire, and I come into the drawing area like so. So I can type F for fence, C for crossing, or Z for zoom extents. Or you can see in the brackets there, select wire to trim. I can just go and click on a wire that I want to trim. Sometimes though, you do need to do a zoom extents to see where you're going in the drawing. So if I just type Z now and press enter, it does a zoom extents of the drawing. And then I can zoom in and make sure that I'm picking on the wires that I want to click on. So there they are there. So I'm just going to use the select wire to trim on this wire here. So I click on it and it trims it back. Notice that the connector goes with it. So whenever you do a wire trim, it'll also get rid of any corresponding connections as well. So that's just the regular one-click select wire to trim. I've also got a fence and a crossing option there. Let me just zoom out slightly. I'll show you the fence one now. So if I type F for fence and press enter, I've got to put a fence through a wire that I want to trim. Now the fence command is available also in regular AutoCAD. You pick a point, drag your fence through the wire that you want to trim and click again. There's the fence there. I press enter to confirm the fence. And you'll see there that that wire has now been trimmed back to this part of that 3-phase bus there. Last but not least, I've got the crossing selection. So again, I've got trim wire. I just type C for crossing and enter. First corner, so we do a crossing selection. Click, drag the crossing window over the wire, click again, and that trims it back as well. And then I can either press enter or escape. I normally press escape just to cancel the command. And I zoom out like so, and you can see that I've trimmed those 3 wires using the 3 different methods that you've got in AutoCAD Electrical.